And hello, everybody. I'm Sherry Shriner. It's Monday night, and you're here with me live over the internet, SherryTalkRadio.com. I've changed the time of the radio program to Monday nights at 10 o'clock. It just made it a lot easier on me, with 4 kids and everything I have to do, and. And so I just changed it to later in the evening. It just works out a lot better for me. And I hope it works out better for you guys as well. Of course, I know that 95% of this audience is going to download it and listen to it on an archive, so I don't think it affects the numbers either way. Whenever I change the show, the numbers follow, they stay the same, then the archives are just in the thousands by the end of the month. I know people just listen to it at their own convenience, and that's okay with me, That's easier. It's, this is the Lord's show, and whatever He wants me to say, I'm going to say, and that's why I no longer prepare for the shows. I just wait and let Him lead and guide me into what He wants me to say. And it works out better that way, I think. You can give me your own opinions. You usually do, one way or the other. And you can send me your comments, questions for the show at SherryTalkRadio@yahoo.com. Tonight I'm going to go through a lot of questions that I've been getting over during the week. You can send them during the week, too, as well. I can just pile up in my box, and I'll get to them during the show. And just put quick question for the show in the email subject header, or go to my website at SherryTalkRadio and click on that link to send me a message for the show. It's on the left-hand side of the website. I wanted to bring up some things that I meant to last week, and it just, how it goes. It just kind of... passes your mind because you're busy doing other things at the time. But it's April 9th now. And I just wanted to go back and rib a few people. Because, it always happens every year. I get these emails, we're going to have an attack on this date. We're going to have an earthquake. The last one was March 17th earthquake, about how we were supposed to have this huge earthquake on March 17th. And I told those people about it then. I go, the Lord doesn't live in linear time, so who's giving you the date March 17th? And another thing was the Easter Day attack. And, of course, that one all started from the Russian generals. They're all getting antsy over there because America's piling up on Iranian waters and they're expecting a war to break out any minute. And, right, it could. It very well could. But you know what? We've seen this before because 2 years ago, they had planned that they were going to blow up Miami and blame it on the Syrians. And at that time, they were moving all of these Air Force planes over to bases surrounding so they could have access to Syria. And so I did this Bible code on Miami, and I'm warning everybody, hey, there's a nuke bomb going to go off in Miami. And I made this big deal out of it, and the whole thing was canceled. And so you might say, well, that's nuts over a Bible code. I've seen them cancel shuttle flights over my blogger. And so, yeah, things happen. They always pay attention to what the Lord's people are doing. We're like the best intelligence they have because they don't have direct access to God themselves. And so those who can hear God are led by God. They have them completely under surveillance. And so a lot of you might have said a lot of questions why you're being watched, why you're being harassed. Because once you're pegged as a child of God and they know you're a believer in the Most High, they are going to put you under surveillance because they want to know what the Lord has to say. It's not you they care about. It's not me they're interested in. It's the information that the Lord gives me that they're interested in. We're like the best intelligence tools they have. And so that comes with a double whammy because there's so many times that I felt I can't say that to the people now because if I do, the Lord's people will have that info, but then they'll have it as well. The other side will have it as well. It's like a double whammy. And so, sometimes it's just, sometimes you have to wait and give information. I know for a long time I didn't want to give up the information on what I knew about the orgone because if they had the information, they would immediately try to shut us down. And so it's always better to be able to work under the cover that you're a complete nutcase. That way you can get a lot of work done. Nobody bothers you when they think you're just a nutcase. Once they know you're onto something, then the screws begin to tighten, and everything steps up, and it's much worse. I really don't mind the fact that so many people want to think I'm a nutcase, because I'm getting a lot of work done. And that's, that's how the Lord's people are. You know what? We're just humble people. We're servants of the Lord. There's nothing that's great about us, the one we serve. is the one who receives all the honor, praise, and glory. And we're just his servants, and we're just his warriors here on earth, trying to do his work, get his work done that needs done before it's time to go. And then we don't know what exactly time to go. We're raptured, we're killed, we're persecuted, whatever. We're not afraid to die. And the Lord knows this. And so, various things, though, to talk about tonight. I was working out a code last week on the retina scan. And that came into my attention because, I don't know if you see it. I think I mentioned it on my show last week, that every time you see Iraq, you see these people getting retina scans or fingerprints. And so it's like, why are they enforcing all these Iraqis to get these retina scans when we don't even have that in America? We're supposed to be bringing democracy to them, which is the New World Order. It's not nothing to do with democracy. It's the New World Order we're bringing to them. And they're trying out all these gizmos over there on them because then they're going to bring it over here to us and enforce it on Americans. And so I wasn't really having a lot of fun with the code. There really wasn't a lot in it. But what did strike me is that for all of you, for some of you, for any one of you, I don't know, if you're looking for a cause, if you're looking to really mess up their plans on retina scans, because we all kind of have our niches, we all kind of have our wars that we're fighting. The Lord will lead you to join me, or he'll lead you to join with somebody else's war, their fight, and he leads us all in different various ways and avenues that we work to destroy Satan's kingdom on earth and what's coming. The retina scans are going to cause scotoma of the eye. And so if you're looking for a war, that's it. Like, I love the women who came out with these books, and they're on the warpath about the chip implants and how dangerous they are. And, they need to keep going. They're doing a great job on exposing chip implants. The retina scan, I haven't heard anybody speak out about it yet. So here's your warpath. It is going to cause scotoma. So, you can start the protests on retina scans that way. If we keep protesting and we keep fighting them, then they have to stall their plans. And if you don't stall their plans, folks, you're going to be looking this in the eyes in May 2008. Literally. I wasn't making fun of that. But yeah, May 2008, I sent an email out on my list. Somebody had sent it to me. And they were going to get a driver's license in California. And they had told them that by May of 2008, a federal ID number chip implant was going to be required for every person to have. And this is like jumping the gun on the national card. It's like saying, okay, we're not going to do the national ID card. Just everybody has to report to your driver's license stations and get this federal ID number chip implant under your skin, on your right hand, palm of your hand. And they told him that this was going to come into effect in May 2008. And I just presented to my list. There's no Christian on the planet that could accept this chip because it fulfills Revelation 13, where everyone is forced to get this mark, name, number, image, on or in their right hand or forehead. They don't have to do both all at once, folks. They can do a retina scan forehead thing one time and then a chip implant at a separate time. And so if you don't want to start fighting about this stuff, it's going to come sooner than we're ready for. How many of you are ready to lose your retirement and all your federal benefits and everything by May of 2008? Okay, so a lot of you aren't. And so you need to join the fight, get them to stall this stuff, form groups to fight up against it, get some health, medical professionals, and you know what? Tell them it'll cost scotoma, because I've seen it in the Bible codes. It'll cost. You don't have to tell them that. Just tell them it's a health, it's a sidebar here. It's a health risk, a health hazard from these infrared lights scanning your eye all the time for these retina scans. A lot of people are going to suffer scotoma, and that's, if you look it up on the dictionary.com, like I did, it's just some kind of loss of vision, loss of acute vision or whatever. So a lot of people are going to start losing vision in their eye because they're always putting it up to these retina scan machines. So that's an angle you can go for, folks. If you're looking for a niche, you're looking for your own fight, you're looking for your own war against this New World Order, you can start making that